What if the key to unlocking your potential as a leader lies not solely in your expertise, but in how you think? This book invites you on a journey to explore the transformative power of your mindset. In a world filled with complexities and uncertainties, honing strategic thinking, embracing a growth-oriented attitude, and cultivating emotional intelligence can be your secret weapons for achieving impactful decisions. Are you ready to challenge your perceptions and elevate your decision-making prowess? This book is your roadmap to becoming the leader you've always aspired to be. Decisions that matter. Applying critical thinking to everyday ethics, written and published by Success Attraction Mindset. Chapter 1. The Power of Strategic Thinking. What if you could see not just the challenges ahead, but also the paths that lie beyond them? Strategic thinking is more than a skill. It's a mindset that enables you to navigate life's complexities with clarity and confidence. Yet, many find themselves caught in a maze of daily decisions, feeling overwhelmed and uncertain about which direction to take. The common pressure to make quick choices often leads to reactive thinking, where we are driven by immediate challenges rather than long-term vision. This approach can leave us feeling exhausted and regretting missed opportunities, raising a critical question. How can we shift our perspective to harness the power of strategic thinking? The reality is that most of us grapple with the demands of day-to-day life, leading to a narrow focus on urgent tasks at the expense of strategic planning. We often prioritize what is in front of us, neglecting to consider the bigger picture. Sound familiar? This habitual oversight can stifle personal and professional growth, resulting in missed chances and decisions made in haste. The pressure to perform can blur our vision, complicating our ability to see and pursue our true goals. But what if there was a way out of this frantic cycle? A remedy that not only clarifies our path, but also empowers us to make informed choices. The transformative solution lies in the practice of strategic thinking. By embracing this mindset, you can develop a clear framework for decision-making that focuses on envisioning possibilities rather than merely reacting to problems. Strategic thinking involves analyzing your current position, assessing potential outcomes, and crafting a roadmap to guide you toward your goals. It's about understanding that every decision you make is a step along your journey, a chance to align your actions with your vision for the future. Imagine standing at a crossroads, where each path represents a different decision. Employing energetic strategic thinking allows you to evaluate each path not just based on its immediate rewards, but also on how it aligns with your long-term objectives. This approach fosters a sense of empowerment, transforming potential anxiety over decision-making into a proactive exploration of opportunities. Consider the benefits: clearer goals, enhanced creativity, increased resilience in troubleshooting, and a greater ability to adapt when unforeseen circumstances arise. At its core, strategic thinking cultivates a deeper understanding of your personal and professional landscape. It nudges you to consider factors such as resources, potential risks, and the skills you possess, all essential components in crafting an effective plan. When you adopt this mindset, you not only strengthen your decision-making skills, you also nurture your confidence in pursuing long-term aspirations. You foster a mindset that is solutions-oriented, seeing challenges as stepping stones rather than stalemates. In this first chapter, you will learn to unlock the full potential of strategic thinking, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with purpose and clarity. By committing to a strategic mindset, you will cultivate a framework that allows you to approach decisions thoughtfully, elevating your leadership capabilities and personal growth. As we embark on this journey together, prepare to step into the role of the leader of your life, charting your path with intention and insight. To implement the transformative practice of strategic thinking in your life, begin by carving out dedicated time for reflection. Choose a quiet place where you can think without distractions and outline your long-term goals. Consider questions such as, what do you want to achieve in the next year? What skills do you need to develop? What values guide your decisions? Picture yourself achieving those goals. This visualization creates a powerful mental framework that can guide your choices. For example, if your goal is to shift careers, reflecting on the skills you possess and identifying the ones you need to acquire will help you chart a course toward your new path. Next, practice breaking your long-term goals into smaller, manageable milestones. This not only alleviates feelings of overwhelm, but also turns large objectives into tangible steps you can celebrate along the way. Let's say your aim is to run a marathon. Instead of focusing solely on the event itself, concentrate on training plans, dietary adjustments, and gradual improvement in your stamina. This incremental progress boosts your confidence and keeps you engaged in the process, reinforcing the idea that strategic thinking supports your advancement steadily and effectively. Engage in regular reviews of your plans and goals. Set aside time each month to evaluate your progress. Analyze what has been working well and where there is room for adjustment. This adaptive strategy will help you stay on course and recognize when a shift in tactics may be necessary. For instance, if you find that your workload impacts your goal of learning a new language, you might decide to adjust your goal to integrate in smaller lessons over a few days, rather than daily intensive sessions. Adapting your approach cultivates resilience and reaffirms the value of strategic thinking, the ability to adjust course while keeping your long-term vision firmly in sight. Moreover, consider utilizing tools that support strategic thinking, such as mind mapping or project management apps. Visual aids can simplify complex ideas, allowing you to see connections, dependencies, and the overall structure of your plans. See yourself sketching a mind map surrounding your career transition. Each branch represents a different skill to acquire, potential networks to engage, or resources to explore, creating a clear overview of what steps will lead you toward your ultimate goal. By applying these actionable steps, you will not only enhance your strategic thinking skills, but also experience personal transformations that come with achieving clarity and self-awareness. The confidence you build through consistent application creates a ripple effect, influencing your professional and personal relationships positively, while empowering you to approach challenges with an innovative mindset. As you embark on this journey, take a moment to commit to one of these practices today. Perhaps begin your personal reflection exercises or experiment with a mind map outlining a pressing goal in your life. Remember, each small step creates a robust foundation for your growth. In the next chapter, we will delve into cultivating a growth mindset, unraveling the powerful connection between embracing challenges and thriving in the face of adversity. By adopting a growth mindset, you will unlock your ability to transform setbacks into opportunities for learning and success. Get ready to discover tools that will further enhance your resilience on your journey. Join us as we dive deeper into this vital aspect of personal growth, and don't forget to engage with our Success Attraction Mindset community. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and let us grow together. Chapter 2. Cultivating a Growth Mindset. Have you ever watched a child learn something new and marveled at their fearless exploration? They tumble, they fumble, but they persist, eager to grasp the lesson at hand. This innate curiosity at a young age exemplifies a growth mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Embracing a growth mindset is not only a source of motivation, but also a crucial skill for navigating challenges and striving for personal excellence. Yet many adults find themselves trapped in a fixed mindset, hesitant to embrace change or tackle obstacles, fearing that failure defines their worth. This chapter seeks to illuminate the path toward nurturing a growth mindset and its profound impact on your life. The reality is that we often encounter situations that challenge our self-beliefs, leading to self-doubt and avoidance of new experiences. Many adults are conditioned to focus on their limitations rather than embrace their potential for growth. This sentiment can manifest in the workplace as hesitation to take on new projects, or in personal life as a fear of stepping outside one's comfort zone. Are you grappling with feelings of inadequacy rooted in past mistakes, or are you limiting yourself by adhering to rigid definitions of success? Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking free from them. The transformative solution is to actively cultivate a growth mindset. This involves shifting your internal dialogue to embrace challenges as opportunities. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your abilities, reframe it as a valuable learning experience. Imagine standing before a daunting task, such as learning a new skill for your job. Initially, the fear of making mistakes may feel overwhelming. However, cultivating a growth mindset enables you to replace self-doubt with curiosity and enthusiasm. This shift encourages experimentation and fosters resilience in the face of setbacks. At the core of developing a growth mindset is the practice of self-compassion. Acknowledge that it's perfectly normal to struggle and sometimes fail. This doesn't diminish your capabilities. Rather, it opens the door to exploring new avenues for improvement. Consider a real-life scenario. If a mid-level manager finds themselves overlooking necessary skills for a promotion, the fixed mindset might provoke feelings of incompetence. Conversely, someone with a growth mindset would view this as a chance to take courses, seek mentorship, and acquire the missing skills to enhance their qualifications. Additionally, surrounding yourself with a supportive community that values learning can significantly bolster your growth mindset. Engaging with friends, mentors who encourage experimentation and celebrate effort helps reinforce the belief that progress is a journey, not a destination. These interactions allow you to share experiences and discover that others face similar challenges, leading to a collective advancement in personal growth. Embracing a growth mindset enables you to transform your approach to challenges, fostering resilience and creativity while enhancing your problem-solving skills. The potential benefits include increased confidence, the ability to adapt to change, and an overall enriched capacity for growth. This transformational shift will not only impact your personal development, but will also enhance your relationships and workplace dynamics. As you begin to nurture a growth mindset, commit to embracing challenges and reframing setbacks as valuable lessons. The shift in perspective will ignite personal growth and enrich your experiences in everyday life. Prepare to harness the power of a growth mindset in the second half of this chapter, as we delve into actionable steps you can take to solidify this approach and view each challenge as a stepping stone on your journey to success. To cultivate a growth mindset effectively, there are clear and actionable steps you can take that will help you embrace challenges and view setbacks as opportunities for enhancement. Start by incorporating daily affirmations into your routine. Affirmations such as, "I am capable of learning and growing," or "My mistakes are valuable lessons," set a positive tone for your day. By repeating these phrases, you'll begin to reshape your self-dialogue, fostering an environment where growth is possible. Imagine waking up each morning and affirming your ability to grow, which instills a sense of empowerment that can reinvigorate your approach to the day. Another essential step is to seek feedback actively. This can come from peers, mentors, or supervisors who can provide constructive criticism. Instead of viewing feedback as a personal critique, begin to see it as an essential tool for self-improvement. For example, consider a graphic designer receiving feedback on a project. Instead of feeling disappointed, viewing critiques as a chance to refine skills can turn initial frustration into motivation. Create channels for this type of feedback to flow, and remind yourself that it's not about your worth, it's about your development. Next, embrace journaling as a regular practice. Take time each week to reflect on the week's challenges and successes. Write down situations where you felt challenged and analyze your responses to them. Were there moments you felt tempted by self-doubt? Did you find alternative approaches that worked? By documenting this journey, you focus on growth patterns and cultivate a mindset that sees the value in experiences. Consider the experience of someone learning to ride a bike. Initially, it is daunting, and falls are part of the process. With each fall, the rider learns something new about balance, the bike's mechanics, or adjusting technique. This real-life analogy emphasizes that learning often entails risk. Reflect on experiences where you initially stumbled but persisted. This shared humanity in challenges can illuminate the path forward, showing that setbacks are merely part of the journey. The benefits of implementing these steps are manifold. By harnessing affirmations, seeking feedback, and engaging in reflective journaling, you unlock a deeper level of self-awareness that enhances not only your professional capabilities, but also your personal relationships. A growth mindset fosters resilience, enabling you to approach not just career ambitions, but also personal goals, such as nurturing friendships or pursuing hobbies. You become empowered to step beyond your comfort zone, resulting in newfound confidence to tackle life's complexities. As you embark on the journey of cultivating a growth mindset, I encourage you to take immediate action. Choose one of the techniques discussed. Practice affirmations, actively seek feedback, or begin journaling. And commit to it this week. The shift won't happen overnight, but consistent practice will help solidify this important aspect of your development. In preparation for the next chapter, we will explore the crucial elements of developing unshakable self-confidence. Trust in your abilities is a cornerstone of personal growth, and we will discover effective strategies that bolster your self-esteem and empower you to lead with conviction. Remember to engage with the Success Attraction Mindset community by subscribing, liking, and sharing your insights on this transformative journey. Your participation enriches the experience and allows us to learn together. Let's foster a thriving mindset for growth as we move forward. Chapter 3. Developing Unshakable Self-Confidence. Imagine standing in front of a crowd, the spotlight shining down as you share your ideas with passion and clarity. Now, how does that scenario make you feel? While some thrive in such settings, many grapple with self-doubt, which can taint our perception of our own worth and abilities. Developing unshakable self-confidence is vital not just for performing well in public speaking or professional settings. It is essential for navigating daily interactions and pursuing personal aspirations. Yet, the journey to feeling truly confident often feels elusive, trapping many in a cycle of hesitation and fear. This chapter aims to dismantle those barriers and empower you to cultivate enduring confidence. The reality is that self-doubt plagues countless individuals, stemming from past failures, negative feedback, or comparisons to others. You might navigate through your career plagued by thoughts such as, "I'm not as capable as my colleagues," or "What if I fail?" This tendency can hinder your ambitions and limit opportunities for growth, creating a chain reaction that prevents you from stepping into your full potential. Recognizing this problem is crucial because it opens the door to making meaningful changes. The transformative solution lies in actively developing unshakable self-confidence through intentional practice and mindset shifts. Confidence is not a fixed trait. Rather, it can be nurtured and expanded over time. Begin by shifting the focus from self-doubt to strengths and accomplishments. Before facing challenges, take some time to identify your unique capabilities and achievements. For instance, consider moments when you successfully overcame obstacles, whether in your personal life or professional settings. Reflecting on these experiences can serve as powerful motivators for the future and reinforce your belief in your ability to handle various situations. Another effective way to build confidence is through the practice of visualization. Picture yourself successfully executing a task, whether it's leading a team meeting, making a presentation, or approaching a difficult conversation. Engaging your senses in this visualization process can help make the experience feel real and achievable. This mental practice activates the same neural pathways that would be engaged in the real situation. Over time, consistent visualization can diminish anxiety and allow you to approach challenges with optimism and determination. Picture this scenario. A person preparing for a job interview feels a wave of anxiety and self-doubt crash over them. However, by acknowledging their past achievements and visualizing themselves confidently navigating the interview, they're not just going through the motions, they're setting themselves up for success. Each step they take ignites their belief in themselves, ultimately allowing them to walk into that room with confidence. Additionally, setting small, achievable goals plays a fundamental role in building confidence. By purposefully creating tasks that push your capabilities, you can experience the satisfaction of meeting those challenges, whether it's completing a project at work or engaging in social situations that feel out of your comfort zone. Each accomplishment fortifies your confidence, leading to growth and greater resilience. Embracing these strategies allows you to reshape your relationship with self-doubt. Viewing discomfort or anxiety not as weaknesses, but as opportunities for growth, fosters a resilient mindset. As you systematically build on these experiences, you will notice an empowering transformation taking place within yourself. The practice of developing unshakable self-confidence opens pathways to richer interactions, renewed ambition, and an unwavering belief in your ability to succeed. As we venture further into this chapter, you will discover actionable techniques for applying these concepts, leading you further on your path of self-discovery and achievement. Remember, cultivating self-confidence is a journey of brave steps, and each small stride takes you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Let's continue this journey together, uncovering the next powerful tools that will further strengthen your confidence. To foster unshakable self-confidence in your life, begin by implementing specific, actionable steps grounded in the strategies discussed earlier. First, create a personal strengths journal dedicated to recording your accomplishments, positive traits, and constructive feedback you've received from others. Each day, add to this journal whenever you recognize a strength within yourself or receive praise from colleagues, friends, or family. For instance, if someone compliments your ability to solve issues at work or praises your creativity on a project, make a note of it. Over time, this journal will serve as a powerful tool, reminding you of your capabilities and reinforcing a resilient self-image. Alongside your journal, engage in daily visualization exercises. Dedicate a few minutes each morning to close your eyes and envision yourself successfully navigating a challenge you expect to face that day. Picture the scene vividly, focusing on the details, like the environment around you and the sensations you may feel. If, for instance, you have a presentation scheduled, imagine speaking confidently and clearly, noticing how your audience responds positively. These mental rehearsals pave the way for improved performance in real-life situations, as they prepare your brain to succeed. As you create these practices, gradually set and pursue small, achievable goals to stretch your comfort zone. Start with straightforward tasks that enable small victories throughout your week. For example, volunteer to lead a meeting or participate in a discussion about a new idea at work. Even engaging in casual conversations with colleagues can provide a valuable opportunity to build confidence. Each time you successfully accomplish a goal, take a moment to acknowledge your achievement and feel the sense of accomplishment. This approach will solidify your belief in your abilities over time, leading to a more profound confidence in various settings. Consider the impact of these practices. By maintaining a strengths journal, visualization, and setting small goals, you will create a solid foundation for your self-confidence. As you experience accomplishments and emerge from your comfort zone unscathed, you'll start to notice a shift in your thoughts and behaviors. Challenges that once seemed intimidating will become opportunities for growth, and gradually, you will cultivate an internal dialogue filled with positivity rather than doubt. As you embark on implementing these strategies, I encourage you to choose at least one practice to commit to this week. Whether it be starting your strengths journal, visualizing an upcoming challenge, or setting a small goal, let the journey of boosting your self-confidence take root. Embrace these steps and acknowledge that the pursuit of confidence is ongoing. Each action you take brings you one step closer to your best self. In our next chapter, we will explore the art of problem solving, expanding your toolset for tackling challenges that may arise in your professional and personal life. Expect to discover techniques that enhance your critical thinking and creativity, empowering you to approach obstacles with confidence and clarity. As always, participate in our Success Attraction Mindset community by subscribing, liking, and sharing your thoughts. Your engagement leads to a richer experience for everyone involved, so let's continue this journey together toward growth and achievement. Chapter 4. The Art of Problem Solving. Imagine standing on the edge of a complex puzzle, a maze of questions staring you down, and you possess the key to overcome it. While it may sound overwhelming, what if I told you that effective problem solving is an art that anyone can master with the right approach? The ability to tackle problems head-on is not just vital for professional success, it also enhances our personal lives and relationships. Yet, many people feel paralyzed in the face of challenges, often resorting to avoidance or frustration instead of embracing problem solving as an opportunity for growth. This chapter will guide you on how to transform your approach to challenges and develop essential problem-solving skills. The common experience of facing daunting problems can leave you feeling overwhelmed and helpless. Think about the last time you encountered a roadblock, perhaps during a project at work or a personal decision that seemed impossible to make. Feelings of anxiety or insecurity can quickly take over, preventing you from seeing the situation objectively. When faced with significant challenges, the fear of failure often holds many back from taking decisive action. This reluctance can hinder progress and prevent you from breaking through barriers that stand in the way of your success. Fortunately, the solution lies in adopting a structured approach to problem solving. By viewing challenges through a strategic lens, you can break them down into manageable components, making it easier to identify viable solutions. Fundamental to this process is embracing a mindset of curiosity and openness. Start by defining the problem clearly. Ask questions to gain a thorough understanding of the situation. What are the factors at play? Who is involved? What are the desired outcomes? This initial exploration builds a strong foundation, allowing you to genuinely grasp the heart of the issue rather than react impulsively. Imagine you are a project manager facing a deadline looming over your team while resources feel stretched thin. Instead of succumbing to panic, consider effective strategies for resolving the issue. This may involve gathering the team to facilitate a brainstorming session. Collectively discussing ideas fosters a creative environment. Multiple perspectives can yield innovative solutions that you may not have considered alone. In this collaborative space, each team member's unique contributions create an expansive view, breaking through the confines of individual thinking. Another crucial aspect of effective problem-solving is learning to prioritize solutions based on potential impacts and feasibility. Once you have a list of possible options, evaluate them without judgment. Which solutions align most closely with the desired outcome? Which are actionable within your given constraints? This analytical process allows you to sift through ideas and pinpoint the best course of action. By diligently following this structure, you nurture not only clarity in decision-making, but also a sense of empowerment that comes from being in control of the process. Moreover, embracing failures along the way is essential. When a particular solution does not deliver the intended results, avoid discouragement. Instead, view it as a stepping stone toward growth. Each misstep provides invaluable lessons that will refine your future problem-solving abilities. Acknowledging that setbacks are part of growth enables you to approach challenges with resilience and courage. In this chapter, you will gain practical insights and techniques to equip yourself with problem-solving skills that enhance both personal and professional growth. Embrace this opportunity to not merely navigate obstacles, but to transform them into stepping stones along your journey to success. The creative skill of problem-solving allows you to envision new possibilities and amplifies your confidence as you tackle life's challenges. Together, let's delve deeper into the art of problem-solving and transform the way you confront challenges. To actively develop your problem-solving skills, begin by implementing a structured process that you can repeat each time you face a challenge. The first step in this process is to accurately define the problem at hand. Take a moment to write down what the challenge is, including key details and any factors contributing to it. For instance, if you're overwhelmed by a work project with competing deadlines, articulate all elements causing your stress. Writing this down helps clarify your thoughts, providing a clear picture of the situation. Once you've defined the problem, gather information to understand it more deeply. This might involve seeking input from colleagues, conducting research, or even reviewing past experiences related to similar challenges. Imagine speaking with a coworker about that project, where brainstorming different perspectives helps crystallize strategies you might not have previously considered. This step not only hones your research skills, but also strengthens your collaborative abilities, cultivating an environment where multiple voices are welcomed. Next, generate a list of potential solutions. This is where creativity comes into play. Don't judge or analyze the ideas immediately. Instead, focus on generating as many options as possible. Consider that every viable solution begins as a mere idea. Picture a situation at work where a team needs to improve sales, and together everyone suggests various tactics: launching promotional campaigns, enhancing customer service, hosting special events, or expanding online marketing. This session creates an expansive pool of ideas from which you can later refine. Once you have a collection of ideas, move on to evaluating each option. Creating a simple pros and cons list can effectively help compare your solutions. This list allows you to weigh each option's potential impacts against the obstacles they may present. When you diligently assess possibilities, you gain clarity on which directions may yield the best outcomes. For instance, you discover that while launching a campaign requires substantial resources, improving customer service has the potential for quicker positive feedback without significant expenses. After selecting a solution, develop a concise action plan that outlines the steps necessary to implement it. Having a well-defined plan will guide you effectively as you work through challenges. For example, if you chose to enhance communication with customers as a solution, your action plan might include sending a survey to gather feedback, training staff on new communication techniques, or setting weekly check-ins with your team to monitor progress. A clear plan not only simplifies the path forward, but also serves as a motivational tool as you tick off accomplishments along the way. Every step taken in this intricate problem-solving framework can cultivate resilience and adaptability. As you navigate these processes with intention, you will find yourself developing a more proactive mindset. Instead of viewing challenges as daunting obstacles, you'll start recognizing them as opportunities for growth, ultimately expanding both your skill set and confidence. As you conclude this chapter, I encourage you to select a current challenge and apply the problem-solving steps outlined here. Commit to writing down the problem, gathering insights, generating solutions, and crafting an action plan. Engage wholeheartedly with this exercise, knowing that each experience contributes significantly to your journey. In the next chapter, we will explore embracing effective risk-taking, learning to step outside of your comfort zone to foster growth and innovation in both your personal and professional life. We will uncover the tools and strategies that will empower you to take calculated risks with confidence. To ensure you don't miss the valuable insights that await, be sure to subscribe to the Success Attraction Mindset channel and share your thoughts about this chapter. Your engagement not only inspires others, but helps build a thriving community committed to personal growth. Let's continue this journey together and embrace the art of problem solving. Chapter 5. Embracing effective risk-taking. What if every risk you avoided was a door to opportunity left unopened? Taking risks can feel akin to standing on the edge of a cliff, peering into the unknown below. It's an exhilarating yet scary experience that many shy away from, fearing the possible consequences. In both personal and professional realms, the reluctance to embrace risk can limit growth and prevent the realization of true potential. However, embracing effective risk-taking is essential for navigating life's uncertainties successfully. This chapter aims to shift your perspective on risk and equip you with the mindset to view it as a stepping stone towards achievement. Many individuals confront common challenges associated with risk-taking, such as fear of failure, anxiety over judgment, or a lack of confidence in their abilities. Consider a scenario at work: a talented employee who hesitates to propose innovative ideas during meetings because they fear rejection or that their approach may fail. This pervasive fear often leads to missed opportunities for both the individual and the organization, breeding a culture of stagnation. Living in a state of perpetual caution can prevent growth and hinder the development of skills necessary to advance. To transform your relationship with risk, begin by reshaping your beliefs about what risk means. Rather than viewing it solely as a negative endeavor, consider it a vital opportunity for growth and learning. Identify the benefits associated with embracing risk, such as enhancing creativity, expanding your professional network, and developing resilience. Acknowledging that every successful individual has faced instances of uncertainty can help shift your focus from fear to exploration. Imagine stepping into a situation where you take a calculated risk and emerge with new insights, connections, or achievements. The transformative solution lies in adopting a framework for effective risk-taking. Start by evaluating the risks in your life through a method known as calculated risk assessment. This involves identifying potential opportunities, analyzing the possible downsides, and understanding the rewards that might result from taking the plunge. Picture yourself considering a job change. This involves evaluating your current role's limitations versus the upward mobility the new position may offer. By laying out the pros and cons in a clear manner, you not only empower yourself with knowledge but also reduce the overwhelming nature of the unknown. Additionally, start small when exploring new risks to build confidence. Engage in low-stakes situations where you can safely test the waters before diving deep. For instance, if public speaking terrifies you, begin by sharing your thoughts in small group settings before addressing larger forums. With each small risk you take, you'll gradually expand your comfort zone and develop a mindset that views risk as a process rather than an outcome. As you actively engage with this mindset, you will begin to realize that taking risks can lead to remarkable personal insights and growth. The more you practice effective risk-taking, the more resilient you become in facing future uncertainties. Consider how each calculated risk taken contributes to a larger tapestry of experiences that shape who you are, isolating fears and reframing them as natural components of the growth process. In this chapter, you will explore practical strategies to bolster your ability to embrace effective risk-taking. Recognize that every small step builds your confidence in navigating the unknown, unlocking pathways to creativity, opportunity, and achievement. Embrace this journey with an open heart and mind as we move forward in this exploration of risk. As we continue, prepare to delve deeper into actionable steps that will empower you further in navigating risks, unlocking hidden potential, and ultimately achieving your aspirations. Embrace this opportunity to reflect on what risks you can begin taking today. And let's build a mindset that thrives on growth and exploration together. To effectively embrace risk-taking in your life, begin implementing specific, actionable steps that foster boldness and help address your fears. Start by examining your current relationship with risk. Take time to reflect on past experiences where you felt hesitant to act. Write down a few situations where you avoided taking a chance and the impact that had on your growth. This introspection lays the groundwork for understanding your fear triggers, enabling you to confront and challenge them. Next, identify potential risks that align with your goals. For instance, if you are looking to advance your career, consider the various ways you can stretch your professional boundaries. Perhaps it means volunteering for a leadership role in a project or pursuing networking opportunities within your industry. Write down these potential risks, assessing the worst-case outcomes and the rewards of success. Visualization can be incredibly powerful here. Imagine yourself through a successful scenario where you embraced the risk and thrived. This mental practice prepares you to engage with the possibility of positive outcomes. To build on this awareness, commit to setting small risk-taking challenges for yourself. Gradually expose yourself to situations that make you slightly uncomfortable, allowing you to cultivate resilience and confidence. A prime example could involve initiating a conversation with someone at a networking event when previously you may have stayed quiet, cornered by anxiety. Each time you step out of your comfort zone in these small ways, take a moment afterward to reflect on the experience. Consider how you felt, how you managed your emotions, and the outcome. With each instance, you'll grow increasingly comfortable with risk. A captivating scenario might be witnessing an introverted colleague who begins to share innovative ideas in team meetings after challenging themselves to contribute just once. This simple act not only expands their comfort zone, but fosters creative dialogues and ultimately enhances their professional reputation. Each small risk they embrace leads to greater opportunities, and soon their voice becomes indispensable in the workplace. The benefits of cultivating a risk-friendly mindset are invaluable. As you learn to take risks, you will notice increased self-confidence and the ability to view challenges as opportunities rather than threats. Akin to muscles, your willingness to take risks will strengthen over time with practice. Utilizing calculated risks allows you to expand your personal horizons and fosters a more vibrant, engaging existence. Embracing risk ultimately transforms your approach to experiences, opening avenues towards growth that stagnation prohibits. As we move forward, I encourage you to choose one small risk to take this week. Perhaps it's advocating for an idea at work, trying a new hobby, or connecting with someone you admire. Whatever it may be, commit to stepping outside your comfort zone. Use your reflections to calibrate your risk-taking, adapting as you see fit. In the next chapter, we will explore decision-making under pressure, learning how to handle the weight of critical choices when stakes are high. Understanding effective strategies in these scenarios can empower you, ensuring that you remain cool and effective while navigating uncertainty. Be prepared to equip yourself with the tools needed to maintain clarity and confidence in the face of challenges. As always, engage with our Success Attraction Mindset community by subscribing, liking, and sharing your thoughts on using risk as an opportunity for growth. Your insights foster collaboration and learning, making this journey even more enriching for everyone involved. Let's embrace this process together as we continue to evolve on our paths to personal development. Chapter 6: Decision-Making Under Pressure. What if every high-pressure situation you faced was an opportunity to rise to the occasion? Picture yourself in a crucial meeting with the clock ticking down to your decision-making moment. The pressure mounts, and the expectation looms large. In moments like these, it's all too easy to feel overwhelmed and paralyzed by the fear of making a wrong choice. The ability to make sound decisions under pressure is critical for both personal and professional growth. Yet many individuals struggle with this aspect, leading to missed opportunities or regrettable outcomes. This chapter aims to equip you with techniques to navigate these intense moments effectively. The reality is that high-pressure situations can incite anxiety and self-doubt, making it difficult to think clearly. Consider an instance when you had to present an important proposal to your boss just as a last-minute complication emerged. With doubts creeping in, you might have felt unprepared or anxious, impairing your ability to communicate effectively. Underlying this fear is a common challenge: the tendency to overthink or overanalyze options, leading to paralysis by analysis. Recognizing this dynamic is the first step to overcoming it. By becoming aware of how stress impacts your decision-making, you can create a strategic approach to regain control during critical moments. The transformative solution involves adopting a systematic decision-making process that fosters clarity amidst chaos. Begin by pausing to ground yourself when you feel pressure building. Take a deep breath, shifting your focus away from the anxiety. A single breath can help anchor you in the present moment, allowing your mind to clear and better assess the situation. This practice is not just a technique to relieve stress, but a vital preliminary step in guiding your thoughts toward a productive space. Next, condense the information at your disposal into its most essential elements for quick evaluation. When faced with multiple choices, list your main options alongside their possible outcomes. This practice enables you to visualize the implications of each decision, pruning the noise that pressure can create. For example, consider a leader facing a significant hiring decision. By making a simplified scoring system that weighs each candidate against core competencies, they reduce the information flooding their mind. This core framework allows focus and better insight into which candidate aligns most closely with the organization's needs. Another important consideration is the concept of good enough. Often, the desire for perfect solutions can amplify pressure unnecessarily. Embracing the idea that you can aim for a satisfactory outcome removes the burden of needing absolute perfection. By allowing yourself the freedom to choose an option that meets your critical criteria without being flawless, you engage in a healthier decision-making process. When you adopt this mindset, you remain open to adapting and reassessing, even after a decision has been made, fostering a culture of continuous improvement. As you implement these strategies into your decision-making toolkit, you will find that the pressure loses its grip on your ability to think clearly and act decisively. With practice, each instance of applying these methods empowers your confidence, so you respond to pressure not with paralysis but with poise. Imagine facing future challenges with the belief that you have the tools to navigate them effectively. This shift in perspective facilitates your growth, both personally and professionally, enhancing your leadership and decision-making capabilities. As we continue, prepare to explore more detailed strategies and insights in the second half of this chapter, allowing you to deepen your skills for effective decision-making under pressure. Each step you take strengthens your confidence and equips you to face future challenges head-on. Remember to leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments so the Success Attraction Mindset community can learn together, enriching everyone's journey forward. To implement effective decision-making under pressure, begin with a straightforward, actionable plan that can guide you through high-stress situations. First, create a decision-making template or checklist tailored to your typical challenges. When faced with pressure, follow this structured approach. Start by clearly defining the decision you need to make. What are the stakes involved? Is it a work-related choice or a personal situation, such as a financial investment? Precisely articulating the decision at hand lays a solid foundation for assessing your options effectively. Next, gather relevant information without plunging into information overload. Identify 2 or 3 key pieces of data or insights that will inform your decision. This could include critical metrics in a business scenario or past experiences that influence a personal choice. For example, if you are deciding whether to accept a job offer, focus on essential factors like salary, company culture, and growth opportunities instead of getting lost in exhaustive details. After gathering information, take a moment to weigh your options against predefined criteria that matter most to you. Imagine facing a difficult choice between 2 job offers. List the benefits associated with each role, noticing how they align with your career goals and values. By mapping out these elements, you create clarity in which pathway aligns best with your objectives. You might discover that while one position offers better pay, the other provides greater opportunities for professional growth, swaying your decision-making in favor of long-term benefits. Next, trust your instincts while also leaving room for adjustments. Once you have deliberated over your options and gathered critical insights, it's time to make a decision. Often, in high-pressure situations, we second-guess ourselves. Learn to acknowledge your gut feelings, balancing instinct with rational thought. Let's say you've worked out the pros and cons for your job offers. If one choice feels right due to positive aspects like workplace culture, trust that feeling. Making firm decisions encourages accountability and fosters confidence. Another crucial element in the process is communicating your decision transparently. Whether it's sharing an update with your team at work or explaining your choice to a family member, articulating your reasoning helps reinforce your commitment and builds trust in your decision-making process. For example, if you decide to take the job that focuses on personal growth, share with others how that factors into your life goals and aspirations. This practice enhances a supportive environment, allowing you to expand your understanding and invite feedback for the future. As you actively engage in this decision-making process, the benefits become evident. You will build greater resilience and learn to navigate pressure with confidence. Each decision you take in a demanding moment fosters trust in your judgment, establishing a pattern that enhances your ability to perform under stress. By consistently applying this framework, you discover that decision-making, once a source of anxiety, can transform into an empowering experience, leading to personal and professional growth. As you conclude this chapter, I encourage you to identify a decision you are currently facing, whether small or significant, and apply this structured method to navigate the pressure. Document your process and reflections, allowing room for growth and adaptability. Embrace the notion that each decision is a step forward, regardless of the outcome. In the next chapter, we will dive into the intricacies of leading with emotional intelligence, examining how understanding your emotions and those of others can profoundly impact your leadership effectiveness. This exploration will provide you with insights to cultivate stronger relationships and enhance decision-making capabilities. Make sure to subscribe to the Success Attraction Mindset channel, share your thoughts on this journey, and leave a comment about how you tackle high-pressure decisions. Your contributions enrich our collective journey toward growth and mastery. Let's continue this transformation together, one decisively bold step at a time. Chapter 7. Leading with Emotional Intelligence. Have you ever witnessed a leader completely diffuse a tense situation just by understanding the emotions of those involved? Imagine a heated team meeting where tensions are escalating, and suddenly one person steps in with empathy and insight, shifting the entire atmosphere. This is the power of emotional intelligence, EI, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions while also being aware of the emotions of others. In an increasingly complex and fast-paced world, effective leadership relies heavily on emotional intelligence. Without it, the potential for conflict and miscommunication runs high, stunting productivity and growth. Many individuals struggle with aspects of emotional intelligence, often prioritizing logic or technical skills over understanding emotional dynamics. You might find yourself in situations where, during critical conversations, you feel overwhelmed or disconnected from your team. Perhaps you've encountered a scenario where someone on your team was visibly upset about a project setback. But instead of discussing it, the focus shifted to blame and defense. This common experience highlights distressing yet prevalent tendencies in the workplace. A lack of emotional awareness can lead to destructive patterns that hinder collaboration and innovation. To address these challenges, developing emotional intelligence is crucial. The solution begins with self-awareness, understanding your own emotions and how they affect your responses. Take a moment each day to reflect on your emotions, identify triggers, and acknowledge how they influence your behavior. Consider the last time you felt frustrated in a meeting. Instead of letting that frustration cloud your judgment, recognizing it allows you to pause and choose a more constructive response. Once you cultivate self-awareness, you can advance to empathy. Empathy involves being genuinely attuned to the emotional states of others and showing understanding for their feelings. In professional settings, this can manifest as reaching out to a team member who seems disengaged or distressed. By initiating a conversation while expressing genuine concern, you build trust and rapport, empowering others to share their experiences. Imagine offering a supportive dialogue after a team member presents a challenging situation. Such small acts create a culture of empathy, leading to more effective teamwork and communication. Another important element of emotional intelligence is managing interpersonal relationships. Once you have fostered self-awareness and empathy, focus on practicing open communication. Being transparent about your thoughts and feelings encourages others on your team to follow suit. If you've made a mistake, openly admitting it demonstrates accountability and invites a culture of learning rather than one of fear. A team that embraces vulnerability enhances cooperation and innovation, as members feel empowered to discuss ideas without the fear of judgment. The benefits of elevating your emotional intelligence are profound. As you develop these skills, you'll likely see stronger relationships within your personal and professional spheres, leading to more effective collaboration and problem-solving capabilities. With emotional intelligence, you will enhance your leadership style, creating an environment where team members feel valued and understood. Think of the ripple effects of fostering emotional intelligence. A workplace where leaders model empathy and understanding can cultivate engaged, resilient teams ready to navigate challenges with a united front. As you channel your emotional intelligence into your leadership practices, remember that this journey is continuous. Challenge yourself to identify situations daily where you can practice these skills, nurturing your growth and impacting those around you positively. As we move into the second half of this chapter, you will discover actionable strategies to hone your emotional intelligence further, empowering you to lead with confidence and connection. Embrace this opportunity to enhance your leadership journey and continue to unlock the potential within both yourself and your team. Your participation in this growth matters as you engage with our Success Attraction Mindset community. Share your insights, experiences, and reflect on how emotional intelligence can transform your interactions. To effectively enhance your emotional intelligence, you can follow a series of actionable steps designed to deepen both your self-awareness and your ability to connect with others. Start with self-reflection. Allocate specific time each day for quiet contemplation. During this time, consider your emotions and identify situations that triggered specific feelings. For instance, after a meeting where you felt frustrated, take a moment to analyze why this emotion arose. Was it due to conflicting opinions, or perhaps someone dismissing your ideas? By understanding these triggers, you create a roadmap for how to respond better in similar situations in the future. Next, practice active listening. This means fully focusing on the speaker, rather than formulating your response while they talk. When someone expresses a concern or shares their thoughts, show that you value their input through both verbal affirmations and nonverbal cues, like nodding or maintaining eye contact. Imagine sitting down with a coworker who feels overwhelmed by a project. By actively listening and validating their feelings, you can encourage them to share freely, fostering trust and opening doors for collaboration. Another crucial step is to cultivate empathy through perspective taking. When someone presents a disagreement or challenge, consciously put yourself in their shoes and consider how they might be feeling. This practice not only broadens your understanding, but can also soften your responses. For example, if a colleague critiques your work, rather than responding defensively, frustration can be transformed into understanding as you analyze their feedback from their viewpoint. Managing your emotional reactions is also vital. When faced with a high-pressure situation such as a tight deadline, practice techniques like deep breathing or taking a short walk to center yourself. Doing so prevents any undue emotional response from clouding your judgment. Picture a scenario where you are meeting strict deadlines, feeling that mounting pressure. Instead of succumbing to anxiety, take a moment to breathe deeply and recalibrate your focus on solutions, rather than the stress itself. As you implement these strategies, you'll begin to notice significant transformations in your relationships, both at work and in your personal life. Enhanced emotional intelligence enables you to resolve conflicts more effectively, build stronger team dynamics, and create an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Leaders who embody emotional intelligence often inspire trust and loyalty within their teams, which can lead to increased productivity and morale. I encourage you to choose one or two strategies from this chapter to focus on over the coming week. Perhaps you'll engage in daily self-reflection in the evening, or aim to practice active listening in your next conversation. Each small step you take contributes to your ongoing development in emotional intelligence, equipping you with skills necessary for effective leadership and meaningful relationships. As we look ahead to the next chapter, prepare to dive into the importance of building and leveraging networks. We will explore how fostering connections can provide vital support in achieving your goals, ultimately enhancing your leadership journey. Remember to participate in the Success Attraction Mindset community by subscribing, liking, and sharing your insights on developing emotional intelligence. Your engagement is invaluable as we continue this path of personal growth and exploration together. Chapter 8. Building and Leveraging Networks. What if every connection you made was a stepping stone toward realizing your dreams? Imagine walking into a room filled with people, each a potential ally in your journey, holding keys to opportunities, advice, and support. Networking isn't just a professional buzzword. It's a vital skill that can accelerate your growth and success in life. However, many people grapple with feelings of discomfort and uncertainty when approaching the concept of networking. They often see it as transactional, an effort merely to collect contacts rather than foster meaningful relationships. This chapter aims to explore how building and leveraging networks can transform your personal and professional landscape through authentic connections. The challenge many face in effective networking often stems from a fear of rejection or a misunderstanding of what networking truly entails. It's easy to feel intimidated by the idea of reaching out to someone new, especially if you perceive them as more successful or experienced. You might find yourself hesitating to attend events because of the discomfort that comes with starting conversations. Yet, it's important to recognize that everyone you meet has the potential to enrich your life and provide insight that you may lack. Avoiding these opportunities can hinder both your growth and your access to valuable resources. The transformative solution lies in redefining how you approach networking as a relationship-building process, rather than a means to an end. Start by fostering an abundance mindset, believing that there are ample opportunities to connect and share value with others. Shift your perspective to focus on how you can support and add value to the people in your network, creating a reciprocal dynamic. For instance, if you meet someone at a conference sharing insights about their industry, ask them questions that prompt deeper discussions. The goal is to establish a foundation based on mutual interest and the willingness to share knowledge. Start small by setting realistic networking goals for yourself. If large events feel overwhelming, consider starting with one-on-one coffee meetings or casual meetups. Identify a few individuals in your workplace or community whom you admire and invite them to share experiences over lunch. This personalized approach cultivates deeper connections and allows both parties to engage in open conversation without the pressure of large crowds. Imagine developing a rapport with a mentor, gradually transforming a casual meeting into a mutually beneficial relationship that facilitates your growth. Another essential aspect of effective networking is staying in touch with your contacts regularly. After meeting someone, follow up with a thank you email or a note mentioning a point discussed during your interaction. People appreciate when their time and insights are valued, and this simple gesture reinforces the bond and opens the door for future conversations. Visualize your network as a garden where regular nurturing, through check-ins, sharing relevant articles, or providing updates, fosters relationships that continue to flourish over time. By committing to this refreshed approach to networking, you unlock several significant benefits. Embracing authentic connections can lead to new job opportunities, collaboration on projects, and valuable insights that enrich your decision-making. As you cultivate a thriving network, you also extend diverse perspectives that challenge your thinking and inspire innovation. Ultimately, as you engage genuinely with others, you create a culture of support that benefits everyone involved. In the first half of this chapter, you've begun to explore the transformative nature of networking. As we move forward, you will uncover additional strategies and actionable steps to leverage your growing network effectively. Take this time to reflect on your current connections and consider how you can nurture the seeds of opportunity in your professional life. Remember to engage with the Success Attraction Mindset community by sharing your thoughts on networking and the benefits you seek in enriching your connections. Together, we can embark on this journey of growth, support, and collaboration. To effectively leverage your network for personal and professional growth, take intentional steps that can turn connections into meaningful collaborations. Begin by identifying your key relationships within your existing network. Create a list of contacts who inspire you, can provide mentorship, or may have resources that align with your goals. For instance, if you are transitioning to a new industry, note the individuals you know who have experience in that field. This inventory serves as a starting point for deeper engagement. Once you've identified these key relationships, devise a strategy for reconnecting with them. Reach out with personalized messages that express your appreciation for their insights or contributions. Consider sending a brief email or a note saying, "I really enjoyed our last conversation about topic. It got me thinking about pursuing that path further." This simple gesture lays the groundwork for fostering and revitalizing valuable relationships. For example, if there's a former colleague whose work you admire, mentioning their achievements creates a foundation for a dialogue about mutual interests. As you reconnect, be proactive in providing value to your contacts. Find ways to contribute to their endeavors or challenges. If you discover that a colleague is working on a new project, offer assistance or share relevant resources that might benefit their initiative. This reciprocal spirit not only strengthens the relationship, but also demonstrates your commitment to collaboration. Picture this: two colleagues brainstorming ideas for a joint presentation. As they share their diverse perspectives, the collaboration leads to an innovative approach, showcasing how working together can result in fruitful outcomes. Attending networking events is an excellent opportunity to expand your contacts further. When attending such events, focus on quality over quantity. Instead of trying to meet as many people as possible, aim for a few meaningful conversations that can evolve into connections. Approach someone with a question about their work or recent experiences, shifting the focus away from yourself. For example, if you are at a workshop, asking an attendee about their session insights fosters engagement and may lead to a connection founded on shared interests. Over time, assessing and nurturing your relationships is crucial. Set reminders to reach out to your network regularly, maintaining engagement despite the passage of time. You might decide to reconnect every 3 months with specific individuals, whether through casual coffee catch-ups, phone calls, or social media interactions. By making it a habit, you ensure that these connections are alive and thriving. Imagine understanding that a contact has switched roles. Reaching out during this transition showcases your interest and support, reinforcing your collaborative bond. The positive outcomes of effectively leveraging your network are substantial. By creating these ongoing relationships, you cultivate a robust support system that not only propels your growth, but also encourages others to invest in you. As trust deepens among collaborators, the exchange of ideas flourishes, leading to greater opportunities for advancement and innovation. Leveraging these connections fosters a more enriching work environment and enhances personal relationships that increase your overall satisfaction in both areas. As you conclude this chapter, actively engage with your network throughout the week. Reach out to 3 contacts and foster those relationships with genuine intent. Share your aspirations, offer support where possible, and initiate conversations that may lead to new opportunities. In the next chapter, we will explore the significance of reflecting and adapting for growth. This concept will equip you with tools to evaluate your experiences critically and embrace flexibility in your journey. By developing this skill, you will learn to transform setbacks into springboards for success. Be sure to subscribe to the Success Attraction Mindset channel, like our content, and share your thoughts about your networking experiences in the comments. Your engagement not only enriches your journey, but strengthens our community as we navigate this transformative path together. Chapter 9: Reflecting and Adapting for Growth. Have you ever felt like you were caught in a loop, endlessly repeating the same mistakes without understanding why? Picture this. After a challenging period in your career, you find yourself at a crossroads, questioning your choices and whether things can improve. This very moment is a critical opportunity for reflection and adaptation, essential practices that can profoundly influence your growth trajectory. In a world that often prioritizes rapid advancement and constant hustle, taking the time to reflect on your experiences can be a daunting task. However, embracing this reflective practice is the key to unlocking deeper insights and sustainable growth. The challenge many face lies in the tendency to overlook the value of reflection amidst our busy lives. We often chase the next goal without pausing to examine past actions, decisions, and their outcomes. You might be familiar with scenarios where, after a project that didn't meet expectations, you brushed it aside to focus on future tasks. Instead of taking the time to dissect what went wrong, you pushed forward, missing the chance to learn valuable lessons from that experience. This cycle not only perpetuates mistakes, but also stunts your ability to develop resilience and adaptability. Transformative growth begins with intentional reflection. Establishing a consistent reflective practice allows you to assess your experiences critically and glean insights that might otherwise be missed. Start by setting aside a specific time each week for reflection. During this time, review your accomplishments, challenges, and even failures. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. For example, after completing a significant project at work, write about what went well, what didn't, and how you felt throughout the process. This helps to unite emotional insights with analytical thinking, creating a holistic understanding of your experiences. Additionally, don't hesitate to seek feedback from peers or mentors. Communicating openly about your reflections can provide you with different perspectives, illuminating aspects you may not have considered. Imagine discussing your reflections with a trusted colleague after a presentation, didn't resonate as expected. They may offer insights into your delivery or content that you hadn't recognized, allowing you to grow in areas previously overlooked. This process not only enhances your self-awareness, but also fosters relationships rooted in open dialogue and growth. Another core component of reflecting for growth is incorporating adaptation into your practice. Once you've identified lessons from your reflections, determine how you can adjust your approach moving forward. For instance, if you noticed that a lack of preparation hindered your performance, establish processes to enhance your preparation in future projects. This could involve creating checklists, dedicating time to practice, or collaborating with others to gather input before executing new ideas. Adapting your strategies based on reflection had been omitted before now serves as a springboard to higher levels of effectiveness. The benefits of reflection and adaptation are far-reaching. By intentionally examining your growth journey, you cultivate a growth mindset, allowing you to embrace challenges as opportunities for enhancement rather than setbacks. You become more adaptable, prepared to navigate the unpredictable nature of life with grace and resilience. Each reflection lays the groundwork for informed adaptations, transforming your approach to challenges and positioning you as a more effective leader. As you conclude this half of the chapter, take a moment to commit to a reflective practice. Identify an experience that shaped your journey recently and explore what you learned from it. Actionably adapt your strategies moving forward based on these insights. By doing so, you reaffirm your commitment to continuous growth and personal improvement. In the second half of this chapter, we will delve deeper into specific techniques for effective reflection and how to weave these practices into your daily life. Prepare to enhance your growth journey as we explore ways to cultivate lasting transformation. Engage with the Success Attraction Mindset community by sharing your reflections and suggestions, empowering each other as we move forward. To create an effective reflection and adaptation process in your life, begin by integrating structured reflection into your routine. Start with a weekly review session set in your calendar, dedicated to reflecting on the past 7 days. This time should be free of distractions, allowing you to focus solely on your experiences. During this session, ask yourself a series of reflective questions such as, what were my biggest challenges this week? What successes can I celebrate? Did I face any unexpected obstacles? By fostering a habit of weekly reflection, you build a foundation for understanding your behaviors and decisions, ultimately enhancing your personal growth. A practical example can illustrate this process effectively. Consider a project manager who recently completed a project that didn't meet the client's expectations. Rather than abandoning the project or placing blame, they set aside an hour for a reflective review. They acknowledge their feelings of frustration, analyze what contributed to shortcomings, and identify what worked well despite the challenges. By recognizing that insufficient communication led to misunderstandings, they commit to more frequent updates in future projects. This structured reflection provides clarity, turning what could be perceived as failure into a roadmap for improvement. After this reflection, it's essential to take actionable steps based on your insights. Use the knowledge gained to develop specific adaptations for future situations. For instance, if you identified time management as a challenge during your reflective session, implement a new organizing system. You could try time blocking your schedule or utilizing productivity tools such as task management apps. This approach not only enhances your efficiency but also reduces stress by ensuring critical tasks are prioritized. Envision entering the next busy week feeling organized and in control, guided by the improvements you've made. Engaging in peer feedback also significantly enriches this process. Once you've completed your weekly review, share your reflections with a trusted colleague or friend. Encourage them to provide their perspective on your experiences. Suppose you mentioned a recent presentation that fell flat. Your colleague might offer insights on your delivery or suggest areas of clarification you hadn't considered. This practice promotes continuous growth and encourages an exchange of ideas that can lead to richer outcomes and insights. The benefits of reflection and adaptation are both immediate and long-lasting. You will cultivate a proactive mindset that embraces challenges and views setbacks as opportunities for learning. This shift not only increases your resilience, but also fosters a deeper sense of self-awareness that helps you navigate future situations with confidence. By making reflection an integral part of your process, you become adept at adapting strategies that better align with your evolving goals. As you conclude this chapter, I encourage you to take action right away. Set a specific date and time to conduct your weekly reflection and write down at least one insight from your most recent experiences. Consider how you can apply this knowledge to your next challenges. Share your reflections with someone who can offer constructive feedback, inviting collaboration into your growth journey. Looking ahead, in our next chapter, we'll delve into integrating these reflection techniques and maintaining a mindset that fosters ongoing growth and improvement. We'll explore how to create a culture of reflection in your personal and professional life, enhancing your capacity for progress. To continue our journey together, please subscribe to the Success Attraction Mindset for more content, and feel free to share your experiences with reflection and adaptation in the comments. Your feedback invites valuable dialogue that can foster growth for all of us. As we conclude this journey through Think Like a Leader, Mastering Critical Skills for Effective Decision-Making, we've explored essential frameworks that empower you to navigate personal growth and leadership with confidence. From the power of strategic thinking and cultivating a growth mindset, to embracing risk-taking and enhancing emotional intelligence, each chapter has equipped you with actionable tools to thrive in your personal and professional life. Reflecting on experiences and leveraging networks have also emerged as vital components for sustainable success. Thank you for dedicating your time to this exploration of self-improvement and leadership. Your engagement enriches our community. If you found value in this content, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful resources. Together, let's continue to grow and support each other on the path to success.